Hey guys, welcome back to Unqualified Critics. So I thought it'd be interesting to play some of the tables that we know now what we're getting in the Arcade1up pinball. At least the first three pinball iterations, the Attack from Mars, the Star Wars, and the Marvel. And these are tables from Zen Studios, of course. So they're going to be available in Pinball FX3. And I bought a couple of tables I didn't already own. I already own a couple others. So we'll just go through and play a handful of these. It's not going to be every single table. I don't really have time to do that. But let's play some of them. And the first one I want to play is Attack from Mars. So let's see how this is in digital form.
This is an emergency broadcast. The Earth is being invaded by flying saucers from Mars. Return the battle, soldier.
Awesome start, right? Good looking table. Now this one, like the other Williams tables, is based on a real physical table, so it's not going to have all the literal bells and whistles that you get with the digital tables. But that is what's nice about the Arcade1up lineup, is you get to pick. Do you like physical tables? Then you're going to want the Williams. That's your only option right now. And if you just really like Pinball FX, for example, then Star Wars and Marvel are going to be more for you. Now you will be able to play these on the At Legends Pinball 2 through streaming from your local computer chip, but you won't be able to use it with cabinet mode. So if you see that back box right now, it's displaying my score. That isn't going to work. The two monitor layout isn't going to work if you stream it to the Legends Pinball. Now, Legends Pinball will have its own back box display, and you'll be able to fully utilize it with its native tables. But anything you stream isn't going to cut it. Basically, Zen won't authorize it. There probably are workarounds available to get that code from Zen. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you want to play Pinball FX on a homemade DIY virtual pinball cabinet, then they have a special software mode that will support both the back box display and the main gameplay. But you have to email them to get that code. Because basically, they don't want you using it in like a commercial form, I think is the original reason they force you to get a code. Look at that table too. That's a good look at what it'll look like from Arcade1up, because we know they pretty much nailed the look and feel of the cabinet. Although this does have, as people pointed out, this has a push button ball launcher, and it, I believe the final table from Arcade1up is going to have a plunger style, which is kind of weird, but I think they probably have wanted to standardize their cabinet. And the other options have a physical plunger. So long story short, if you really like the FX3 Zen tables, then you probably are going to be in the camp that you prefer Arcade1up over the Legends Pinball. But there is a compromise. You could still play this on the Legends Pinball. You just don't get the full cabinet experience. Man, this is a lot. I guess because this is a physical table, but this is significantly harder than the table Zen creates that I played. Slow on the draw. Alright, let's try Fishtails next. So Fishtails is included in the Attack from Mars Bally table. Now look at that plunger. This is a good looking table, a little more going on visually than Attack from Mars. Pretty slick animations.
Strikes back. Finish what he begins.
Man, this table didn't mess around. There's a lot going on.
Prepare your troops for a surface attack. Use the force.
Get out of here, trooper.
Thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy. Be careful. Said you wanted to be around when I made a mistake. Well, this could be it, sweetheart. What is thy bidding, my master? Give shot.
That lightsaber's pretty dope. You know, I gotta say, with this collection of 3 tables the Arcade1up is offering, they're doing what they do best. They're making it tough to not buy some of this stuff. I mean, who has room for 3 different virtual pinball tables on top of all the other stuff we usually have in our game rooms? Maybe some of you do, but I think for most people, they don't have room for all 3. But
There's something not right here.
you know, they know how to come with the properties people want, and it's hard to get bigger than Star Wars and Marvel, and then obviously Williams.
The rebellion needs you.
I'm sure there will be plenty of people that buy all 3 models.
Admiral, prepare your troops for a surface attack.
Now all I gotta do is find this Yoda. If he even exists.
We have thousands of probe droids searching the galaxy. Magnetic shield activated.
Can't tell if I'm supposed to get the ball blown up by that guy's blaster or supposed to avoid it.
All too easy. Perhaps you are not as strong as the Emperor thought.
I guess I screwed it up one way or the other.
choose.
There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
Alright, Boba Fett, great looking table, also included in the Star Wars Arcade1up. Let's see what's up with this one.
I deliver. Once I've caught my prey, nothing stops me from bringing it in. Nothing. If I take on the job, I'm completed. Everyone in the galaxy knows that.
Wasn't even paying attention on that one. You know, to be honest, I kind of poo-poo these digital pinballs where it was never a physical table, so they just kind of make it up animations and stuff as they go. But between this and especially that Empire table I just played, I could see an argument for playing digital first. I mean, just you can get so much more involved with the table actions. Stuff you could never do physically.
It's useless for now.
I gotta say, I like this table, but this is not on the same level as Empire. After playing it on here, I'm really glad we're getting Empire on the Star Wars table. That table was balls. Speaking of boss, check out Big Daddy Jabba making an entrance. They definitely designed this one to look like it could have been physical, whereas obviously the Empire one was just all digital all day. They didn't even try to make it look like anything that could exist in the real world. So the only Marvel table I own that's also on the Arcade1up is Fear itself. I'm really shocked we didn't get Avengers, especially Infinity Gauntlet, which is my favorite on here. I wonder if Disney wanted to hold some of these titles back for like a second release or something. It's all I can think of. It sort of feels like we didn't get the biggest name Marvel tables we could have picked up. But there are a bunch on here I don't currently own, and I've already bought a few of these tables. So I think for now, let's just play Fear itself. See what's up with that. Good looking table. It's no Infinity Gauntlet though, man.
I fear the final prophecy is at hand.
I think I've only played this once before. That broken Captain America shield for the bumpers is pretty dope. will say, if you're trying to figure out which route to go, Marvel, Star Wars, or Attack from Mars, the Bally table, the Marvel and the Star Wars are a lot easier than the tables they modeled after real physical ones, which is what the Bally is all about. So it just depends. If you want more of a challenge, though, you're probably going to want to go with the Bally table, I would think. Just something to consider.
No! Man down! Man down! The serpent's only strategy is slaughter. And slaughter he shall. Again and again. Captain, this is no time to stand down.
Dude, I feel like this table is coated in maple syrup or something. I just cannot get that ball to move. I'm sure it's just me being garbage, but... Alright, what's this about? The Star Wars table felt so athletic by comparison.
Bring my terror to this place.
So I'll tell you, after playing a couple games from the other two tables and then playing this one, obviously this is not all the tables. I haven't played everything, so this is by no means a definitive opinion on this. But I hate to say it, but the Star Wars one was the most fun. I didn't expect that. Based on playing through some of these tables, I don't know. I might reconsider my purchase. The thing is, if I get Attack from Mars, it's almost going to be half just for the artwork because it looks so cool. But the table is just not, I mean, in terms of fun, for me playing it, not even comparable to Empire Strikes Back. Empire was awesome. I'm going to go back and probably play it some more later now. Really dug it. I don't know, if you're on the fence and you have access to Pinball FX, I would recommend, I mean, these tables are so expensive, you might consider spending a few bucks and buying some of them just to play them, just to see what you like before you drop $550. It might change your opinion. Hope you found that helpful or interesting if you're thinking about picking up an Arcade1up pinball, or even if you're debating should you get the Pinball Legends or the Arcade1up or one of the many other options. I will put a list below of all these pinball tables, so if you're interested in sampling any of them for yourself, and maybe you've already played all of these, but my guess is for most of you, there are at least a few of these tables you haven't played. So again, if you're on the fence trying to figure out which cabinet to buy, I'd recommend trying some of these tables out and seeing what you actually enjoy the most. And then obviously consider the artwork. The other big thing to consider is with the Arcade1up only being a 24-inch monitor, is that enough screen real estate for you? Or do you want to pay a little bit more and get the Legends Pinball full screen, but you won't get the full experience of Pinball FX. If you stream Pinball FX to the cabinet, you're not going to get that active backbox display. You're going to be limited to the tables that ActGames provide. So a lot of choices here to be made. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, consider hitting that join button to support the channel, and thanks so much for watching.